Good morning, welcome to Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Munchetty.
Our headlines today.
The royal family will be leading commemorations of the 75th anniversary of VJ Day, Victory over Japan Day, the day World War II ended with Japan's surrender.
The Prince of Wales will observe a 2-minute silence at the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire, where John Maguire is.
Now, Japan has marked the VJ Day anniversary with a ceremony in Tokyo. The event was scaled down due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We can talk to our agent. Time now is 10 minutes past 6. The government says it will cover the cost of schools in England appealing against exam grades.
Comes after 280,000 A-level students had their marks downgraded earlier this week. A task force will also be set up to oversee the appeals process. We're going to speak now to our political. Many servicemen fighting in the Pacific ended up as prisoners of war. George Berg Munro was just 20 when he sailed to fight in Singapore in 1942 before he was captured by the Japanese forces.
Now, George spent the next 3 years in prisoner camps, so long that his family in Liverpool feared that he was dead. Adam McLean has been to meet him. George Berg Munro, what a fascinating story, fascinating tale. It's 18 minutes past 6. Susan's taking a look at the weather for us today. Good morning, Susan. I felt that we didn't have a tropical night last night, did we?
I believe not, Naga, but my goodness.
Hello, good morning. You're watching Breakfast with Charlie State and Naga Munchetty.
Good morning. Here's a summary of today's main stories from BBC News. A 2-week mandatory quarantine has come into effect for travellers arriving into the UK from France, the Netherlands and 4 other countries.
This morning's 4 a.m. deadline forced thousands of holidaymakers to return early. We can talk to our correspondent, Caroline.
Absolutely. That record has stood for a very long time. Thanks, Holly. See you later on.
It is just coming up to 6:45. Good morning to you. Thanks very much for joining us. Susan is looking at the weather for us this morning. Now, look, this morning, Susan, I was shocked I had to take a little light coat in with me. I haven't used one for the last few days.
I had to go rifling through the back of the cupboard.
I might see you later on.
13 minutes to 7 is the time. It's time to look at the travel show. It was filmed, we should tell you, before the coronavirus pandemic hit.